Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's Dark Avenger Comic Book Review. We're in Marvel Now. I like that, Marvel Now.
Double now, triple now.
3 Marvel Now books this week. One is the #1, but let's start with Iron Man issue #5. The last issue didn't go too well. I know a lot of people are dropping Iron Man or not enjoying Iron Man as much as they thought, and I can understand the last issue, even though I did give it a very high rating, and I did enjoy it a lot, after rereading it, it's kind of, I would definitely say the last issue was the weaker of the 5 now issues that were out for the series, and I'm going to hold on to Iron Man until the next story arc. Let the next story arc determine whether I'm going to keep Iron Man or drop Iron Man. But we're in the last part 5 of 5 of Men of the World. Basically, Tony Stark is out there destroying all the extremists that were sold by a underground auction. Maya's dead, as we all know. I'm just giving you guys a little bit of a recap. And this book starts with a flashback of young Tony Stark a decade and a change ago. And he's with his friend Eli. And they're talking, and Eli's talking about we're thinking too small. We're not Men of the World. We need to look, we're not so big, we're really small. And he's looking towards the stars in space. So then it goes to Tony Stark and Pepper and him are talking about how Stark Resilient, they don't call it Stark Resilient created this new type of cell phone, and he's like, he's pissed off, with everything. And she's like, well,
is he ever satisfied?
Whatever. And he actually curses in this. He's like, well, it's a very nice effing phone, well, blank phone. You don't know what it is. You fill in the blanks yourself. And they're talking about where the last extremist is, and Pepper's like, I figured it out. It's in space. He's like, I know. I left it for last on purpose. And she's like, well, you knew why? He's like, I'm pretty sure I know who's up there. And he's not too happy. But it turns out it's his friend, Eli. And he comes in. He basically has the same armor, except he has this big old piece of armor on his arm this time. So he breaks in. He doesn't even have to break in. He just walks in. Eli lets him in, and he's explaining what they're doing with extremists and how it's going to help. They're able to stay up in space without even suits. He's using extremists for all good things, for science, so they could use the extremists to help progress in science, and they won't even have to wear spacesuits in space. And basically Tony Stark says what was said in the flashback, Men of the World, and he's like, yeah, Maya's dead, but we can make her life mean something. Her invention of extremists means something. He's not going to share it with supervillains. And at first he's like, I want to help Eli. I really want to help. I want to help so much. And then he smashes the projection and says, but if I can walk in here and take the extremist kit off of you, so can Red Skull, Doctor Doom, or any other genocidal crazies. So basically he wants to shut it down. So Eli and his friends pull guns on Iron Man. Yeah, that doesn't work. He knocks them out. You don't even get to see the extremist kit this time. You just see him blow something up, and you're led to believe it's the extremist, I guess. And he tells Eli, it's not about you're doing this. You didn't really want to do it like this. It's too easy for you, Eli. You want to climb the mountain, and you want to do it because it's hard, not because it's easy. And then that's it. That's the end of the story arc, honestly. All the extremists have been destroyed, or we're led to believe that for now. Okay, whoop-de-doo. The end of the black armor for now, at least. We then go weeks later. Him and Pepper are talking, and he's talking about wanting to go off and do something in space. And she's like, you know what? Even when you're having a moment of humility, you're the biggest egomaniac on earth. And he's like, well, I hope going away fixes that too. She's like, Tony, get the hell out of here and come home safe. So then we get to see Tony Stark suit up in the suit we're going to be seeing him in, I guess, all throughout the next story arc. And it's a really nice suit of armor, if I do say so myself.
That's nice. And
here's a little pun right here. His AI in this armor is called Pepper, and it sounds like Pepper, and he's like, this is a bit creepy, right? And she's like, and then the AI's like, a notch beneath stealing used underwear from her wash basket, you big weirdo. And he's like, that's right, keep me balanced. And he goes off into space, and it ends with him flying off. And it turns out the next story arc is going to be about Iron Man in space. I think he's chasing after the Phoenix Force, if I'm not mistaken, because that's what you see in his shadow.
Fire.
Yep.
But yeah, it's just amazing how the issue has him in the new armor and all that.
So I would definitely say a 4.5 out of 5 stars. I enjoyed this book. I would definitely say to check this book out. It's slowly progressing. I say that I'm looking forward to the next story arc. If the next story arc doesn't do anything for me, if it goes, then I'll probably end up dropping Iron Man. But for right now, I'm enjoying Iron Man. I know there are a few blips. I know a lot of people are wanting to drop Iron Man. I know a few people have dropped Iron Man. But I'm going to hold on to Iron Man a bit longer and give it a shot. And, you know, go through at least one more story arc, and hopefully things will pick up.
Well, let's see if they will.
Next, one of my favorite books from Marvel now, All New X-Men issue 5, and it's the final part to this first story arc for All New X-Men. So it starts off with Jean Grey inside Beast's mind, and Beast apparently in his mind is still in his first evolutionary Beast stage. You remember this Beast? It's like the Beast from the X-Men cartoon.
Oh yeah.
So, and also the younger Beast is in Beast's mind also, and Beast's like, there's nothing you can do, I've already worked everything out. And then after a little while, he's like, I'm going to die today. And he's like, the hell you are. And they go back into his mind, and it turns out there was something wrong in Beast's equation. He's like, oh my star, I love that catchphrase, oh my stars and garters, you're good. So he figures it out, he tells everybody to leave, and everybody leaves except for Kitty.
You mean Jean?
No, Kitty. Jean stays. He has Jean and I forgot who else. Just Jean. He has Jean to stay, and Kitty also chooses to stay, whether he tells her to leave or not. She's still staying. Goes back to the university where that kid Benjamin, who could shapeshift, is. He gets thrown out of school. His parents won't talk to him, and here's Scott Summers again. Yep, Scott bleeping Summers, and he wants to take this kid and bring him to his new school. And here's the pun. The kid finally says yes, and guess what? Cyclops is opening up his own school too. Welcome to the new school. Welcome to the new Charles Xavier School for the Gifted. So Scott's opening up his own school.
Are you serious?
In Professor Xavier's memory. The man he killed. While back at the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning, Beast is working double time to save his future self, and while in Beast's brain, Jean finds out all about her future in this awesome splash page.
Let me see.
And she's not too happy about what she sees. She actually breaks out of the whole mental connection with Beast, and she's taken out by Kitty, so it's just young Beast and regular Beast. And in the end, it works. Then we go to young Cyclops with Wolverine, and Wolverine's actually saying, a simple question, guys. Do we want Scott Summers or Charles Xavier? A show of hands. And he's like, cut it out. I can't believe you're an X-Men. And then Wolverine actually says, yeah, you said that before. You see it? Let's see, show of hands. And everybody's like, that's quite enough. And Beast is in his next evolution, which I think is kind of weird. It's going to take a little bit of getting used to, but I'll eventually probably get used to it. Unless it's just because his hair is short. Beast is alive, yay. They're ready to send the kids home, except Jean says, we're not going anywhere. And they're like, what? And she's like, after all the stuff, after I died, everything went to hell. And we end up in torture and disaster. And before we go back, we put things the way they're supposed to be, and then we go back. And then we'll let Charles Xavier, or hell, I'll do it myself. I'll mind wipe us. And Wolverine's against, and she's like, we're doing this. I'm staying here to put things right, and you should do the same. And the young X-Men take a vote. The only one that's against it is Warren, so they end up staying. And Kitty Pryde is taking full responsibility for them as a way of memorializing Charles Xavier. And here's the kicker. Scott wants to talk to Jean. And before all this happened, remember, Jean and Scott are in love. You know, they're going to get married and everything in the future, whatever. But after seeing all she saw, Scott's like, Jean, can we talk just for a second? And she's like, Scott, leave me the hell alone. And you just see her walking off in shadow.
Wow.
So things don't look good for Scott and Jean. No, they do not. And I'm interested.
I just can't believe how Cyclops is building a school in memorial of Charles Xavier.
Yeah, so there's a Charles Xavier School of whatever they're calling it. There's the Jean Grey School for Higher Learning.
Might as well
It's
make
going
a
to be
Wolverine
interesting.
school.
It's basically school versus school at this point. This is going to be a very interesting run on X-Men, I'll say that much. So I'm looking forward to it. 5 out of 5 stars. I loved it. Now for the number 1 of the week.
Aha.
New Avengers, issue 1. Thought I was not going to be reading this book. I still might not. It really depends where they're going with this book. But I thought I was going to read this issue 1 and be like, you know what, this doesn't look interesting. I don't want to continue reading it, but I was pleasantly surprised. It starts in the past where the Illuminati was first coming together, and Black Panther actually opted out. He's like, you guys, you're not even telling your family, you're just doing this on your own, and what happens when you guys disagree? AVX, years later. What happens then? And he tells them, walk away now while you still can. And he walks away. Now, all we get is one page of Mr. Fantastic saying, everything dies. You, me, everyone on this planet, our sun, our galaxy, and eventually the universe itself. This is simply how things are. It's inevitable, and I accept it. I don't understand why that was put there. But then we go to Wakanda 26 hours ago. Only 26 hours ago. And this machine just appeared out of nowhere. And Black Panther. By the way, no other heroes are in this book. It's just Black Panther in this issue. So if you're not a fan of Black Panther, you're not going to like this book. Me, on the other hand, I don't mind. I like the Ultimate Avengers #2 with Black Panther. So it turns out there's some type of a force field or some type of a portal. So Black Panther goes through it with his people behind him, even though he tells them to leave him behind. He tells them to stay behind. And he meets up with these people. He doesn't know who they are. But they don't see them at first, but one of his people, I can't pronounce their name, so I'm not going to do this. But they approach them, and T'Challa actually comes up and says, he's like, what is this she's speaking? It's old, it's Acadian, and she's like, no, older. High Sumerian. And she's like, you speak English? He's like, yeah, you can understand me? She's like, yes. And they have this talk, but in the end, she's like, tell me, if I told you I came here to kill a world, would you try to stop me? He's like, I would do more than try. And that's what she says killed him. And now they're on the run. They're being shot at. And I'm giving you guys a little spoiler alert here. Everybody dies except for Black Panther. And I like his costume. His costume actually has like the FF kind of thing. It kind of like grows, or it goes onto him. And it has invisibility and stuff. I really never read about Black Panther, so reading this story is brand new to me. And I never thought I'd actually be interested in Black Panther, but you know, I was actually very pleasantly surprised. And then it goes back after the fight to tell me, if I told you I'm here to kill a world, would you try to stop me? And then it jumps in and he actually does what he says. He doesn't just try, he does stop her. And then the thing explodes and he's back on Earth. Because whatever the portal was, it led him to, I believe, a different dimension. We don't know. And then you get the title page, which is kind of weird that it's at the end of the book. So that's 2 pages of black except for one word, Illuminati. We then jump to the next day. And T'Challa is talking about, save me from what this world demands. Save me from the righteous men. Save me from the thinkers, the summoners, midnight kings, and the devil himself. Oh God, save me. Save me from what we are about to do. And here's Captain America, Black Bolt, Mr. Fantastic, Tony Stark, Doctor Strange, and Namor. All coming to seek audience with Black Panther. They're now in Wakanda. Next issue, Illuminati.
As I just said before.
Damn it, Jonathan Hickman, damn it. I didn't want it. I was hoping to drop one of... Well, I know I'm still probably going to end up dropping Secret Avengers, but damn it! I thought I'd be dropping 2 Avenger books, and it was good! 4.5 stars, by the way.
Ouch.
Oh, it was good! I liked it.
My God, that good for you to react like...
I was hoping it wouldn't be good. I feel like I'm Fry in Futurama telling Marvel, shut up and take my money.
And they call me the crazy one.
You are the crazy one. You walk around in a Spider-Man costume.
And you walk around with a Superboy costume.
I haven't worn that yet. We haven't shot the show yet.
I know.
Anyway, 4.5 out of 5 stars. Close to 5 stars. I take a half star away because it's like, really? You started it with Reed Richards saying we're all going to die? Thank you for making me realize my mortality, Mr. Richards, but I want to read the story. Yeah, that's stupid. Take a head start away from that.
That was just so funny how you just reacted right
I'm
there.
sorry, it was good. The artwork was even good. If they brought out a Black Panther book right now, I'd probably read. Damn you, Marvel.
But way to bring in the new year with you just reacting like that, and Lord knows the other weeks.
I liked it. I liked it. I mean, I'm sure people disagree with me for liking it right now, but I'm going to read issue 2.
Just please, when we do live show, just don't do that again.
Oh, I won't, because I'm already getting it out now, but I like the new Avengers. I'm looking forward to the next issue.
Oh, boy.
It was good. It was good.
I think the Red Lantern sure got a little bit too...
I'm not mad.
Well, mad in a happy way.
That's redundant, to be mad in a happy way.
I don't know, you're just reacting.
I liked it. That's the point. New Avengers is something I definitely think you guys should check out this week. Well, we're officially in the new year. You guys can look forward to my digital review. I think I'm going to start listing the comics you'll be seeing in the digital review. This way you guys will be able to, when it comes out, you'll know what's on there a little bit early. Because I haven't been labeling any of my videos, and I have to get on that. I think since 150, and we're now on 166. We're in 166, so 16 episodes later, I still have not labeled my other videos, so I'm going to get on that post-haste immediately. I'm sorry.
It's just the holiday.
It's the holiday, and before the holiday, it was the storm, and before the storm, Thanksgiving. I don't even remember Halloween, and then Christmas and New Year.
Well, there was no Halloween because of the hurricane.
Right.
Practically.
So, guys, next week, double the amount of comics, so you can be ready for a 3-parter, unless I get the editing program up and running. Then it's going to be a nice... Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
Then it's going to be a nice, long, 1-episode thing. I'm hoping that's why I got the editing program, so I can do this in one part. But the reason I said I'll see you guys in the next part is just in case we don't I don't get the editing program up soon enough. Anyway, let's sum up this week and end it
so
off.
see you later, guys.
Yeah, we don't need that. I have 10 minutes. I'm not going to need it. So, New Avengers, issue number 1 was good. I definitely say you guys should check it out. All New X-Men issue 5, the end of the first story arc, awesome. Absolutely check it out. Iron Man issue 5, the end of the first story arc. The first story arc had its ups, downs, ins, and outs. I'm looking forward to the next story arc. I leave this book up to you guys because I know a lot of people aren't liking it, but I'm okay with it. The last issue wasn't good, but this issue definitely picked up. Next, Punisher Nightmare issue 1.
Good issue. Can't wait to see what happens next.
Venom 29 was pretty good. I definitely say you guys should check that out. Daredevil End of Days issue 4 of 8. We're in the middle. We're at the midway point. I leave it up to you guys. Justice League Dark issue 15.
Great issue. That's all I really have to say.
Red Lantern 15 completely deviated from the tie-in to the Rise of the Third Army. I'm one issue once again away, and if I do it this time, it's over from dropping Red Lanterns. I leave it up to you guys. Invincible 99 was awesome artwork, 1-page picture panels and everything. Really good. Definitely check it out. Looking forward to issue 100. I believe it's next month, but I could be wrong. It could be the end of this month for all I know. And that's it for this week's Dark Avenger Comic Book Review. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to check out comicrelated.com for all your comic-related news, reviews, and more. Also, don't forget to check out the Dark Avenger Inc. Facebook page. Big things go on there. It's facebook.com/Dark Avenger Inc. Dark Avenger Inc. Plus has made it through its first week, and there's a lot of videos on there, so go check that channel out. And don't forget to check out Dark Avenger Inc., of course. Also, take care, everybody. Keep reading, keep collecting. I'll see you guys really soon on Dark Avenger Inc. and really soon back on this channel. Take care, everybody.
Later, guys.